Alright, welcome back guys to my Ring of Honor TV review for June 23rd, 2012. I thought this was a great episode of television. I guess technically it's the go-home show for the pay-per-view tomorrow, and I thought they did a great job with this episode. Good main event, good matches. The show starts off with a very bland sign in the crowd. It says Kevin Steen is Jim Cornette's worst nightmare, but it's just like a plain white sign with like a pin writing the words on there, like no decorations, nothing. So I thought that was kind of funny. But first match is Brutal Bob with Mike Bennett and Maria versus Eddie Edwards. This was better than I expected it to be. Bob actually got some offense here, and Eddie wins with a backslide pin. They beat him up afterwards, and then Homicide comes out, makes his Ring of Honor TV debut. He makes the save, and then he goes to shake Eddie's hand. Eddie shoves him, but then he agrees to shake his hand. And Homicide hits the cop killer on Eddie, lays him out, and I'm wondering if Homicide is going to be a regular on Ring of Honor now, but I was also wondering if this is a possible feud in the future for Eddie Edwards and Mike Bennett, because it seems like they're kind of building to something with those guys. The Homicide thing could be done tomorrow night, but yeah, this Eddie Bennett thing, they could get something out of that. On the TV shows anyway. So I'm wondering if that's where they're going to go with this. Then we get a video package for the triple threat match with the House of Truth and the Embassy. The conspiracy, the big conspiracy with the companies. This is awesome. You should really check this out on the Ring of Honor YouTube channel if you haven't seen it. The House of Truth and the Embassy have some type of deal because Truth paid for Rhino, paid him $70,000 for Rhino. And because Roderick Strong is part of the House of Truth and he has the TV title, they don't want the Embassy doesn't want Tommaso Ciampa going after that title because they want to keep things cool between the two groups. However, Ciampa's kind of doing his own thing. He's losing his mind, and he wants to go after the TV title despite them telling him to go take another path. So that's the storyline here. And they showed a video package showing the entire thing and the build-up, and Jay Lethal saying he doesn't care about either group. And I thought it was pretty good. It has some really funny stuff in it. So then we get the psychedelic superstar Chris Silvio versus Jay Lethal. Kevin Kelly says that Chris Silvio told him the Code of Honor is not his bag, man. I like Chris Silvio. I think he's got a cool gimmick. This wasn't the best match ever, by any means. But I kind of like the gimmick. He's obviously like a hippie wrestler, but I think it's cool. He dyes his hair like Jeff Hardy, and at least it's unique. It stands out. It's different from the other guys in Ring of Honor, and that's what I like about it. They need different characters. So I hope we see more of Chris Silvio in the future. I know he's been on the show before. I definitely remember him, and I'm glad we got to see him again tonight. So the Barrister R.D. Evans and Prince Nana from the Embassy come out to watch from the curtain. Truth joins them. And then Ciampa comes out in a Jay Lethal t-shirt, and he's just acting like Charles Manson. He does this stuff with his fingers. It's just him trying to be the psychopath character, which I think he's doing a good job at. But it's just funny when he's always doing this Charles Manson thing. It's weird. So yeah, Ciampa comes out, and then he ends up pushing Truth. Roderick comes out. They start brawling. They get in the ring, and then all three men start fighting. It just turns into chaos. Pretty good segment to set up the three-way. Jay Lethal won the match with the lethal injection. I forgot to write that down, but I do remember that. I guess all the other crazy stuff was happening at the same time. But then we see a promo from Truth. He says he can't mention the names of the Guardians of Truth or everyone will run for cover, Kevin Kelly. And he hypes them up as this duo. Like he's been saying for weeks, he can't say the names or everybody's going to run for cover. Great stuff. Then we get a Briscoe's brother promo talking about the match with the Guardians of Truth. They say, we don't care who they are, we're going to whip they ass. And I thought this was pretty good. Then Jim Cornette is freaking out over having to legalize the pile driver for the title match. Says Steen won't be champion for the advertisers meeting. He has faith in Richards beating him. Kevin Steen and Jimmy Jacobs cut a promo. Steen says He wants to defend the belt more. Cornette keeps putting him in matches, but he keeps winning. Cornette can't stop him. He's not going to lose the belt, no matter what Cornette throws at him. Davey Richards and Kyle O'Reilly have a promo. Davey doesn't want Kyle to talk. He says, I'm done talking. I want to go out there and I want to beat their asses. So we get Kevin Steen and Jimmy Jacobs versus Davey Richards and Kyle O'Reilly. Steve Corino's on commentary. Starts off with a big brawl. Steen actually hits a dive on all three guys to the outside, and it looked like he kind of hit his head a little bit on the apron. Not the apron, but like under the ring there was something, and I heard it smack. But he seems to be okay. The last spot is Steen and Richards are fighting on the apron, and there's a table, and they kind of fall on the table. And I mean, Steen's a big guy, and he's just laying on the table, and it's not giving at all. And then Jimmy Jacobs has Kyle O'Reilly in a guillotine choke, and they fall through the table, and it breaks. And the referee just rings the bell. He declares it a no contest. There's just too much anarchy going on. Davey Richards actually kicks a referee, so I'm really expecting him to turn heel. And that was it. They just brawled around. The wrestlers come out to try and break it up. I think Jay Lethal, some of the All Night Express, Caprice, and Cedric, they're out there trying to break up the fight, and that was it. Show goes off the air. I definitely expect Davey Richards to lose the title match. Cornette says this is his last chance, just like he gave Steen. And I see Richards losing, snapping, losing his mind, and then turning heel, which is going to be awesome. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. And so it's going to be a great pay-per-view tomorrow, and I think it starts at 5, and I'm hoping everything goes according to plan. They've got a new company they're working with. They got a guy on hand in case anything goes wrong. So I'm going to log on tomorrow at 5, and I expect to see the show, and hopefully I can get the review up as soon as the show goes off the air. I had problems with Showdown in the Sun and Border Wars, so I couldn't get the reviews up immediately after the show. So tomorrow, I'm hoping everything goes fine, and I'll have my review up of Best in the World right after. So that's it, guys. That's my review of this week's Ring of Honor TV show. Hope you guys liked the video. Leave your thoughts on it in the comments below, and thanks for watching. Bye.